Hello children, good morning to all of you. Children, today we will start with a new chapter, force and pressure. In class 7th, you have already studied that motion is an integral part, is a very important part of our life. And we have also learnt that the motion can be of uniform and or non-uniform in nature. It can be of two types. You already know about uniform motion and non-uniform motion. But have you ever thought that what is the cause of motion? क्या कारण है जो चीज़ें मूव करती हैं? We all know that object at rest, it does not move on its own. कोई भी चीज़ अगर रुकी हुई है तो अपने आप नहीं चल सकती. Some effort has to be applied. Some effort is needed to make it move. We can see various examples in our day-to-day life. If we want to push or pull a table, if we want to shift any almirah, we always either push it or pull it. An external force is always required. Suppose a football is at rest. That football has to be kicked so that it can cover a longer distance. We say that we are exerting a force on it. In all these situations, in all the situations of our day-to-day life, some kind of external muscular effort is involved, and its effect can be noticed and felt quite easily. We need an external force to move a body from one place to another. We can stop a ball rolling down an inclined plane by applying the force. Suppose a ball is rolling down on any inclined plane. What we will do, we will apply a force and we can change its direction. We can also decrease its speed. Thus, force is a push or a pull. Applying force means either we are pushing the object or we are pulling the object. And this push or pull always occurs when there is an interaction of one object with another object. Let us see the example. If we want to change the position of our study table, we all have a study table in our room, and suppose we want that study table to be shifted to some other place. What we will do? Either we will pull that table or we will push that study table in order to move that. And there has to be interaction between us and the study table. If our hand doesn't touch that table, we will not be able to push or pull it. So always, whenever force is applied, there is an interaction between the two objects. This whole thing, that what is the force and what is its cause, has been summarized by me in a form of flow chart. Let us see this flow chart. Now, in this flow chart, their motion is maybe of two types. It may be uniform or non-uniform. And cause of the motion is some external effort. Some external effort is always required for an object to move. That external effort may be in the form of a push or a pull. And this push and pull is called as force. So what is force? Force is a push or a pull. And force exists only as a result of interaction. Force occurs only when there is an interaction between the two objects. We can say that now we can summarize it that force is a push or a pull, and it always results from the interaction. Whenever there is an interaction between the two objects, some force exerts between them. Now let us see about the effects of forces. Force क्या चीज़ कर सकता है? Now, first of all is change in the state of motion. Here you are seeing an activity on your screen. A football or a ball is lying on the table and a person is pushing the ball, as a result of which ball has been shifted to the other side. Now in second one, another person is applying force opposite to the first one, and the ball is not moving in any direction. And In the third activity, what you are just see, in this third activity, a ball has been pushed by an angle. The ball has been pushed by an angle to the direction of the motion, and what you observe, the change, if you change the angle with your hand with respect to the direction, your effort will result in the change in the direction. To make it easy, I have created a flow chart. Let us see effects of force. First one is change in the state of motion. Change in the state of motion means the thing which is at rest can be in motion. A thing which is in motion can bring to the rest. Now another effect of force is change in the shape, size of an object. Very good example is in our house when our mama roll chapati from a dough. So what she is doing? She is taking some dough, rolling it between the palms and making it spherical. It means, and the shape of the dough is changed. We can also change the shape of an inflated balloon by pressing it. अगर हम अपने हाथ में कोई फूला हुआ गुब्बारा उसको प्रेस करते हैं तो we are able to change its shape. Now there may be a change in the shape or size of an object. Now see what other things can object do. We can now say that force may make an object move from the rest. It can change the speed of the moving object. It can change the direction of the moving object. It can bring in the change in the size and shape of an object, and it can cause two or more effects. This can be seen in, you can see it in the form of a flow chart. Effects of forces. First effect is increase in the speed. If you will apply a force, you can easily increase the speed of any moving object. You can make any object move. Suppose a ball is at rest. If you will apply force, then you can easily move it. You can change the direction of the moving object. Suppose a ball is coming towards you and you have just applied the force with an angle, it will start moving towards another direction. It can change the shape and size of an object. If you press the toothpaste, you can easily change its shape and size. If you are rolling a chapati from a dough, you are changing the shape and size. And there may be two or more effects of the forces. Now, suppose there are two things. One is car and a truck. Both have been parked in a parking. You know that car is of lighter mass and truck is a heavier mass. If I want to move a car, I have to apply lesser force. And if I want to move a truck, I have to apply more force. It means mass of an object and the value of change in speed. These two things are the parameters that determines the magnitude of the force. They both determine the magnitude of the force. Is that clear to you? Now, these are the two parameters which can determine the magnitude of the. This is all about the introduction of the force. I hope you have understood.